Some blazing fast speeds at Michigan as practice and qualifying just wrapped up. We'll analyze what we just saw and think about what is going to be ahead for tomorrow's race. Next on Racin-n-Braisin. Well, hi folks, welcome back to Racin-n-Braisin. I am CJ. I am a chef with over 20 years experience and a lifetime NASCAR fan, and this channel is here to give you some news, analysis from the race weekend, as well as give you some tips, tricks, and insights from my kitchen to yours. I do want to thank you for joining me here on Racin-n-Braisin. Practice and qualifying just concluded there in Michigan, and boy, did we see some fast speeds. I saw as high as 203 mile an hour getting into turn one during practice today. So high speeds, there's been no tire fall off whatsoever, and the speeds have stayed very consistent throughout the runs. Speaking of tires, there were a couple of big issues with a couple of blown tires today. First blown tire occurred with Shane Van Gisbergen in first practice. He slowed down to a stop, and that pulled things to an end just about a minute early in Group 1 practice. In that Group 1 practice, Gibbs was bad fast and had consistent fast long run speed. Austin Dillon also mentioned that he felt really good in the car, felt like he was really fast, and was kind of a wuss getting the turn one. He was afraid of holding it wide open. Steve Letarte definitely pointed out to us early that fuel strategy, pit stops, and track position are going to be key all day long tomorrow. He's going to call tomorrow an efficiency race. Everybody was concerned about the tires, especially with Shane Van Gisbergen blowing that tire there at the end of the first session. Unfortunately, Blaney lost a left front, which was a little bit weird, but apparently there was no major damage on the car. However, there was a major stoppage in the practice time, so it kind of ruined the chances for anybody in that second group to really get a long run together. Bubba Wallace was on track only a couple of minutes. He didn't get very many laps early on. Came right back in, said he was a 5 out of 5 loose. However, they turned that around. We'll talk about that here in a moment. And then towards the end, the last 10 minutes or so, Tyler Reddick also cut a left rear tire, resulted in a hole getting into the diffuser there on Reddick's car. They still qualified with the damage that they had. Not sure how that's going to play out for them. We'll find that out in the morning. And then finally, just kind of wrapping all of it up, Briscoe in Group 2 had the overall fastest speed, which did translate in the qualifying speed, and Gibbs was the fastest in long run speed. But again, we didn't really have an accurate showing of who was going to be fast in second group because of that interruption right there in the middle of the second session with Blaney's blown tire. Okay, so let's talk about qualifying here real quick. As you can see over here, Chase Briscoe has grabbed the pole. Kyle Busch, surprisingly, there in second, clicked off a quick lap there, which was very surprising because they were not good in practice. They did not have single lap speed, and they didn't really have much in the way of long run speed either. They probably grabbed whatever Austin Dillon was doing because he was fast in single lap speed in his practice. Buescher and Josh Berry, the only two Fords that are in the top 10 here. Everything else is Toyota and Chevy. Toyota's definitely looking dominant for tomorrow. I would definitely put a couple of them on my list for tomorrow. Reddick qualified 12th. Again, that diffuser issue, we're not sure if they're going to get an approved adjustment to fix that they won't lose their position, or maybe they will have to make a significant repair to the diffuser and lose that starting position. Ryan Blaney, last week's winner, qualified 13th, and Carson Hocevar, the talk of the week, ended up qualifying 14th. So that's the recap of practice and qualifying from Michigan. Short and sweet here on Racin-n-Braisin. We saw bad fast speeds, no tire wear, and it's definitely going to be a strategy-based race tomorrow as we get into 400 miles at 2 p.m. Eastern. I will see you guys tomorrow morning with picks for the race. and a little quick recap about the truck race. Thanks again for joining me here on Racin'-n-Braisin. Stay happy.